Was this you when you first started caring about how your face looks and decided to watch your first makeup tutorial? Okay. Hey queens! So this is a beginner makeup tutorial. So first, all you're gonna need are these 50 makeup products and brushes.
Yeah, I bought the same
So
one.
what you wanna do is take the eyeshadow and put it first in your crease. Wait, I don't have a crease. You just pile it on. And then once you're done with that, you just blend it. Blend it in. Oh my gosh, you look beautiful. Now we're left with the eyeliner. Do this. And then you go another round like this. And there you go! Wait, how's 2 strokes? Wasn't that simple? I've literally done Math Olympiad questions that were simpler than this. Hi guys, Annette here. So I've been trying out some new video formats, and as you can tell today, I'm kind of barefaced. And it's because today's video is for all my girls out there who have watched makeup tutorial videos and have felt really intimidated or discouraged because, you know, real life is just so much more difficult than it looks on the screen. So just a disclaimer, I'm not a beauty guru or a makeup expert or anything, but I kind of just wanted to share some things from my experience which I thought might be helpful and encouraging for you guys who are trying to navigate the putting of the things on your face. So I'm just gonna start doing my face as I chat with you guys. I kind of just want to make it like a chill chatting session. So yeah, you know, I got into this makeup game thing pretty late because growing up, I was never really into makeup because I just thought it was like a superficial hobby and I didn't want to come across as like superficial, I guess. But as I got older, I kind of realized that, you know, there's really no guilt in wanting to look pretty. It's just a huge part of taking care of yourself. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'm just gonna move into the first thing that you should know before you start on like your makeup journey, and that is that skincare and sunscreen comes first all the time. I know this sounds very obvious, but I think a lot of us buy makeup to improve our bad skin sometimes. When I first started buying makeup, and I thought, oh okay, it's supposed to solve all my problems about my face. But then I realized that it was just my diet and my terrible sleep patterns and my terrible everything that was causing my skin to just be bad. And if I wanted my face to look better, I should just work on those first. And sunscreen also, by the way, is so important, especially if you're in Singapore. I think Singaporeans don't emphasize sunscreen enough. So please put sunscreen because you won't notice it now, but when you reach 80, your 80-year-old skin will thank you. Sorry, I'm very bad at multitasking. I need to figure out what's the next step first. Okay, wait, browse. Okay, so the next thing that you need to know, right, is that everybody's skin type is different. What works on mine isn't gonna work on yours. I have very oily eyelids, and eyeliners and eyeshadows used to always smudge around my eyes, and people could recommend me all kinds of eyeshadow primers, but a lot of them just don't work. In the end, I managed to find a really good eyeshadow primer that worked for me. It's this stick primer from Kat Von D. It's kind of like a dry eyeshadow primer compared to a lot of like the cream based ones, right? So it really complements my super oily eyelids and it just makes eyeshadow and stuff stay. Yeah, so I think the thing to remember is that even if somebody praises the heck out of something, your skin is different. Even the weather is different also. Oh, and speaking of climate, I personally feel that powder foundations are completely useless in Singapore, even if there are advertisements telling you that it's great because it's so hot in this country. If you put powder foundation, just give it 1-2 hours and you just sweat it all off. So I mean, I'll list whatever I'm using down below in the description, I guess. But again, I just want to say that you probably shouldn't buy it just because I'm using it because, like I said, everybody's skin is different. Yeah, so how will you know which suits yours, right? It's really just experimenting. I think this point is just more about there are different variables to one product and you don't have to feel discouraged when you buy something and it doesn't work as well on you. Because I seriously used to just buy a ton of stuff that people say, oh, this is great, that's great. And then I bought it and then it smudged on my eye. For a period of time, I thought it was just me. I was like, is it me? Does my skin just repel all great products? But no, it's not. Okay, now the third thing, which I think it took me a long time to kind of come to terms with this, and it's that you have to try and accentuate your features instead of trying to change them. There are so many features about each and every one of our faces that makes it unique. And I think makeup shouldn't be about changing the way you look, but more of accentuating the way you look. So I'll give you an example. I actually used to hate my single eyelids. As you can tell, I'm mono-lidded. I felt really insecure about it for a long time, and I always wanted double eyelids. Growing up, my parents and my sister had double eyelids. So then I was very jealous, and I was like, why didn't I get the dominant gene? Which, by the way, if you studied biology, single eyelids are a recessive gene and double eyelids are a dominant gene. Okay, and I'll give you another example also, because when I was in school, right? Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe that this happened to me. Actually, I wouldn't even believe this happened to me. Now I think about it, I find it so funny. So okay, I had this table partner when I was in secondary school. It was in class and the teacher was like, okay, break up in pairs, so just discuss with the person next to you. And I remember we were discussing, I don't know, math problem or whatever. And then halfway, she just started laughing. Okay? She just started laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? Did I say something funny? And she just went, nothing, it's just that your eyes are so small. Can you imagine how do I reply that? So my point is, I was really unhappy about my single eyelids. But now as I get older, I'm actually really appreciating it. And I would like to thank the K-pop industry and general Korean culture for monolid representation in media. And telling me that it's okay, because you know I grew up a lot of Western media and everything, right? And then I just wanted my eyes to be as big as the Caucasians. But now I appreciate that it's unique, it's different. So I won't be able to do eye makeup that would look good on double eyelids, but I can do eye makeup that will look good on single eyelids, and that's something that they can't do. Don't start expensive. It's just all about experimenting. Honestly, the only thing I feel like I would spend more on is foundation. Because foundation, I feel you put it all over your face, so okay, it's kind of risky. If you buy some cheap thing, it might just mess up your skin. But my brow pencils are literally $5. I really don't understand what's with super expensive brow pencils. Like, if somebody can give me a comprehensive comparison between a $5 brow pencil and a $50 brow pencil and how it makes 10 times of a difference to your brows, then okay, maybe I would consider, but I haven't seen anything like that before. So there's certain things that if the media or makeup tutorials say that you gotta spend on, not everything. You don't have to spend on everything, seriously. And even lipstick, I actually always feel it's better to just start with a cheap lipstick because it's all about finding your shade. So you just find a color that you like, and then if you want to get something that has better quality, then you buy that same shade in a more expensive brand. So finally, the last thing, makeup is a skill, okay? I think I used to get really demoralized at the beginning when I would watch makeup tutorials because I just could not get anything right, and I would just draw my eyeliner a million times and it would just look super terrible. But I later on learned that it's a skill, and just like every other skill, it's gonna take practice and quite a bit of time. Like, let's say you're learning how to drive. You won't get it down in your first driving lesson, so why would you expect to make your face look the way you want it to look the first time you try out your makeup? So be kind to yourself and allow yourself time to fail. So I think actually that last point is the most important thing that I wish I knew before I started doing makeup. I'm down to eyeliner and then I'll be done. And I'm done! Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope the stuff I shared with you guys was useful, you know, because I've always wanted to do something a little bit more about beauty, but talk about it in a way that isn't really how I've been seeing it. I feel every girl should learn how to do their own makeup, and every girl has a right to feel pretty. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I know it's very different from the kind of videos that I usually do, but let me know what you think, and let me know what other kinds of videos you like me to make, and I'll see you next time. Bye! It's all you need, okay? Just these. Why is there a shaver in here? Sorry, just give me a sec. I'm taking that out.